Well, Mitch LLC, thank you for the tier 1, mate. I appreciate that.
Hit the ground running on.
Okay, we've got BBL on defense, we've got Fnatic on attack. We got, dude, 9 ghosts.
Second week against Giant X.
It's a bit weird, we've not been watching other regions. Feel like everyone's either Sheriff or Frenzy or any other gun than Ghost build.
Yeah, and it's great info.
They get spotted by so many with that flash though.
But BBL putting their focus on a weaker side of the map.
Beta goes out with the wall up, and Bosta gets caught out, not expecting to push through middle, straight up head over towards B. Which comps do I like? I prefer the Fnatic comp.
Slight focus on Kayak.
But it's not like I don't mind the BBL comp, it's a good comp.
Alpha going to play as a late win condition here, lurking through, but BBL already making work through CT and clearing it out. Alpha's works out, getting rid of Propek. So all the bodies towards CT and Fnatic know that they're going to set up for it. Levin through, but Fnatic completely.
Damn, bro, that's a strong hold. 4v5 over towards site. A real strong hold. No one went down at all.
Enough from them in the end after losing Boaster in the mid-duel, which we're expecting to see a lot more of. That's where BBL had put their
WhatsApp at one point. Okay, I can do it at the half maybe.
And paying a hefty price here, but taking a step back again, that has to be the master plan for Fnatic and their champions run, because they've had a few goes at it now over the last couple of years. 2023, the peak of their performance.
Boaster just goes down and then watch everyone else win the round.
Now you're really expecting them
for eco, we got 2 people that can kind of go down and can farm them a little bit, and Perfect tried to get behind the wall, and then I guess they were going to drop the wall with the flash going above. That was the plan. I would imagine.
Sunset
might have been a nice shot from Boaster though.
Difficulties for them last year, and then flipping that around. You have to consider it's interesting with Abyss now coming back in for the next champ cycle, as Fnatic are making light work of this eco, because Sunset was released 3 days after the conclusions of Champs 2023, so we didn't see it come back into competitive play really until kickoff at the beginning of the next year. So now with time to think about what it is they want to do and giving us a look at what it could potentially mean for them here.
A kill, that's it. 1 kill, that's not too bad. They get the plant as well, so it's a lovely start for Fnatic.
Make it all the way to Toronto Grand Final. And now they'll be wanting to repeat that feat at Champs. And that all starts with fixing this map though, right? A dominant start on Corrode could cement themselves as a team to be wary of, right? If you pick this map against them.
Really nice.
It was really nice. Simply lovely.
Okay.
So with a flawless second
big buy round as
already,
always.
Fnatic
All over towards middle.
Bonus a crack, if you can
Maybe
even
with a
really
gap.
call it that. There's money behind them. Full set of rifles.
Yeah, every single time BBL is saving their util, waiting for the smoke, and then pushing all the way through. Speaking of smokes, that's just a straight up timing.
And Kayak of all players, the one that falls. Levin needs to be careful of his timing on TP. He's the only one holding on to mid.
Everfrost, thank you so much for the prime as well. Appreciate the 25 months. Thank you for that.
Also pretty high in first deaths as well.
Dude, that's might just stroll into sight with that. The wall at least creates so much pressure that they might have gone back over towards sight as well here. So with the wall going up, it does create pressure over towards the back here.
Creep and Levin caught trying to make some sort of a play. Yampi could suffer a similar fate.
Pistol into a bonus. The sides are looking scary at the moment. Just prodding over towards B, that's it, just waiting for Jules.
Fnatic are now starting to pull BBL limb from limb. That will most likely be a bonus round converted here. Boaster up against Sociable in their own spawn, and like ships in the night, they pass each other. Two teams we've seen in this region for many a year, their involvement spanning back all the way
Roxy, thank you so much for the prime, dude. Appreciate the 16 mums. Thank you for doing that.
But the kickoff game that we saw, that opener, was BBL's first win in their history against the Black and Orange. And looking at the parallels to now with the change that's been made, Magnum, of course, coming in, a former Fnatic player, they're pushing
kill,
for
maybe?
These top 4 spots, or at least it feels like they've been
kill.
there or thereabouts all year long. from that kickoff run, how it ended up.
Does BBL call a timeout? It's been a lot of...
Stage 1 in Toronto.
I want to shut down something over towards B.
In these bigger games, against the kind of opposition that you have to beat to put yourself on the biggest of stages, don't want to see the ground fall from beneath their feet too quickly. It's one rifle saved by Sociable in the end there.
Yeah, they buy Bucky up on top of it as well, and money's starting to look incredible.
Getting closer to coming online.
Dude, the B default every single round from Fnatic, but honestly, if they're that's where their wall is and that's where they want to primarily create pressure, makes a lot of sense. They can take B main early, then you know for sure that this wall is like creating so much pressure. Or they have to at least be on the left side of it, like watching the lines.
Can they navigate it this time round? On the orb, is that the trigger?
Yeah, planning ahead, try and make sure that they get the Yoru ult. They should have Yoru ult Vice ult for the big buy round that comes after this.
By Alpha. Typically, you would see Kron on that role, but the slight switch up and Kayak holding an angle under the arch, but comes off it just as BBL make their move.
Sociable, the only rifle, can't quite get the fight that he's looking for. This is the smoke creates.
This is nice though, it's a good change up from BBL. They've been struggling a lot over towards B main and the pressure of B main, especially that the wall's creating once they've lost main. So they decide to late clear it. Trigger the wall, TP out, had a little play and peek on top with the flashes. Good bait from Yampi. Damn, Crashies is not falling for that.
It's going to end up an even trade in Yampi, looking to hold on through A lane, all alone, untradeable.
Time's kind of low.
Fnatic moving through the map in numbers, but time is dwindling here.
Yeah, can he get to the corner with a Bucky?
Sites to hit without time.
Ooh,
yeah, but look at
what?
Playing in the smoke with a shotgun.
What the hell?
Just for a moment, he might be able to make it
just flicked directly onto him.
Sheriff hitting, Spike finally down, but Sociable's here, the only rifle. A player that needs to clutch up against two. Alfia and Boaster playing off of one another.
Has the smoke back up now though?
Diabell, thanks so much for the tier 1 as well. Appreciate the whole year.
Thank you for doing it. Both players begin to
of course, dude. Thank you for sending that as well. I appreciate that. A little bit of damage. A little bit of damage. Maybe a timeout for BBL. I feel like, again, I like their idea on this one.
Kept fairly close, always having your heart in your mouth when you're watching them play. That was disgusting from Kayak. Sociable is not quite keen enough on the trade to make it any more doable than the one versus
I mean, I guess he's spamming back left, but...
Kayak's PC, please. What was that?
What is this, little timeout?
Yeah, it was definitely nothing out of the ordinary from what we've come to expect from him
next.
in his rookie
Pharaoh
year,
1 with the prime as well. Appreciate the 11 months. Thank you for the prime. Okay, big buy rounds. No timeouts on this one. I want to give him a second buy. Fade Eye goes out towards middle with the wall up, so they know for sure that they have mid control.
Which, as it stands,
I like this from Fnatic, right? It's been a lot of B main focus, so on this one they actually take over towards A main, and then there's 2-person waiting back in case they're going to do something real aggro, which makes a lot of sense considering the round that they just saw as well.
Yeah, and that's the big thing. 11's up for the first time. Can he get the value out of it? The arc was already used, but...
Yeah, I'm not sure that. I was going to say, I'm not sure late peeking into this works well just purely because of this headshot angle.
Well, the first of that is going to be the dimensional drift.
Ice ult goes in, isolate the two. Ah, dude, it's just so nice from Fnatic, and this is them just getting the orbs that they got in the round before to make sure they have the double ult for the big rounds. Nice simple call in from Boaster as well, just overwhelm the site, see if they're going to do something aggro to stop him. Zakirio, thank you so much with the prime, dude. I appreciate the 11 months.
Yeah, no, Fnatic, 2 to the good. It gets even worse.
Back it up right now. I mean, it's a classic snowball. It's been very nice from Fnatic.
It's not going to happen. It's going to be Fnatic dominance in this round once again. Looking to be 5 in the row unless Prophet can find 3 of his own. But he's throwing in the white flag.
Yeah, this is huge from them. It's great calling from Boaster, to be honest with you. Even in the E-code, the Yoru is like 2 away, right? Trying to make sure he's only 1 away for the next round. Just making sure nothing crazy happens so they can actually use their ults in and they're not getting caught out.
It's exactly what was successful for them against Liquid. Very few things when they had these
Okay, let's see. Are
orchestrated
they going to
approaches,
keep planning ahead?
split
Boast
pushes,
is going to get
using
his
the
ult.
dimensional
Could
drift when he
maybe
can
start
see
getting
ahead.
this to
I'm
Chronicle.
thinking
Honestly,
mark it on
with
a
the fact we
smoke, for
got
example.
4 extra kills here, you
And the
could try go for
combination with
another
the steel
Yoru ult.
guard
It'd probably
to
make the most
strip the gun
sense.
from the hands of Yumpy
5-0 on this map
was the
is
cherry on top. One of
insane
the
though.
first times we see
Like normally
BBL
that's enough in just the half
actively try and
itself.
fight for the B space instead of conceding
Smoke goes
it.
out, so we got passive pressure on B, passive pressure on A with the smokes.
This is another eco for BBL. One of the most difficult parts about the defender's side, which we just want to reiterate. They picked up 9 rounds against GX on last time.
And yeah, that is very true, but I want to pick up on a quote that the head coach Pal had given us when he guested on the desk, and he was talking more about how his compositions need to be loaded more for the attack side, right? So maybe that's where BBL's focus has been. Okay. As for right now, BBL playing
Yeah, they go in for it. Maybe the Yoru didn't catch the comms, got out of there before it happened. It hits all 3 though, so they can definitely push and take a lot of space. Yumpy triggers the wall over towards B.
Incredibly aggressive positioning as
Push
well.
towards
BBL
spawn.
Also with the mid control, quick rotation towards B.
Yeah, I think the
Fnatic
comms
forced
are
to
just a
make this
little
play,
off of the fatal,
guided
but
into the defense, which is waiting for them.
should be fine.
And the utility is great for delay. Time is getting low, and we all know that Fnatic like to play with low time. And they've already got the next one back in their favour, right? Still
No,
one down,
wingman.
but it is still BBL to try and deny a plan.
No
18
way.
seconds, Alfie gets another. Now the body's starting to dwindle. It's all
No
going
way.
wrong for BBL.
And they know where he
Just
is.
when you think there's a chance, the spike don't go through, but Yumpy denies. And Alfia,
Oh, it's so close, just. Oh, he had it, he had it.
Comes off the plan and
Right.
gives BBL the first round.
Rebel clutch for Yumpy.
He had it on 3-8, right? Or am I just fully wrong?
Final grains hitting the bottom of the hourglass. Alfia will
He
find
didn't have
the
time?
kill
Oh, I thought he
afterwards.
did it on 3-8.
It's a very nicely set up round, Mosh aside, very deep positioning, and as soon as Magnum gets outside of A, the rest feel a sense of confidence to bolster the B hold. He joins the fray late on.
Hey,
And
very
BBL
nice.
fly in the face of Fnatic to find their first on an eco.
But it doesn't really do much for the bank
Yeah, it
account
doesn't take 4, it
of
takes 3-8.
BBL either. That's the sad reality. It's a round, yes, but still one that puts BBL in a
Yeah, I think someone in chat said it was 3-6, so maybe that's right.
Is set up well enough,
Walker, thanks so much
by
for the prime.
Yumpy
Appreciate
here.
the 9 months. Thank you,
you're
thank you.
kind of confident to keep going as the coach. You don't need to invest an early timeout just yet, give Fnatic an opportunity to talk things over either. They'll be making their way over to the A site. Yumpy's already
Yeah,
put a
Yumpy's
hell
trying
of a
something
lot of
different over
noise
towards B.
on the B side.
That's a rough
He
one.
leaves behind him Chronicle, who will be slow on his approach, and Magnum out of Link is the player to be worried
Magnum,
about.
dude.
2 kills immediately.
And he's got another, no?
Fnatic a little bit
He's at
laboured
least distracted enough.
as they slowly stagger their way.
Okay, this will be interesting now. Now that Fnatic have like stopped snowballing and BBL actually have some ults online, like how do they play these other rounds? Because in theory they got to take mid at one point.
He will find the Turk. Taken down now, 4 versus 2.
Zokia, right? Is that how I say this? With the 5 months? Appreciate the prime. Thank you so much, dude.
Increase their efforts, double their round count.
Player standing.
Without a break in play required either. It's Prophet to strike yet again. Chronicle have the pit. There is no position from which to play. Magnum in the end at the triple. BBL restoring order on this map before it gets out of hand.
BBL very reactive to Fnatic's push.
Yeah, I mean maybe
for me as
Fnatic.
well, the other aspect of this as well, Magnum
Maybe
does
Fnatic
well
could have
here.
gone back with the
Is
kill
you've
over
got to be
towards B.
thinking
They
about
just already
early
committed
rounds,
over towards
right?
A.
The pick on towards Kron and that B main, or on towards Yumpy. I think there was a
Alright.
potential opportunity for Fnatic to pivot.
What's the money
because they
like?
weren't
Starting to get
completely
low
out of
for the
B main
first
just
time,
yet.
but still
Yumpy
doing damage to the
creating a
BBL.
distraction, really.
Maybe
Yeah,
can't buy on
perhaps
this one as well if they lose.
anticipating on the Fnatic
Fades.
side that there would be more behind it.
Fade eye. Surely should
So in the
wait a
previous round,
little
they
bit
were
with this
quick to
fade
get that
eye.
Vice wall placed in A main, and here
I feel like if they just delayed that fade eye by like 2
exact same, but
seconds,
right on the
then
edge of the Viper's pit. BBL,
they could combo it.
same push outside of B again, but there are numbers to this Fnatic attack this time.
Dude, Chronicle just
BBL
locks down
hanging
B,
around
bro.
to
What
see
is
if
this?
The sociable drop last time, but Paranoia waiting. and they deny any more space. So very well done by Fnatic to keep
This is probably
control of
the
game, but
most
BBL
on Corrode. It's
struggled
probably
to
the
fight
most
this.
like
huge kill from
fighting
Magnum
I've
in the
ever seen for
meantime
B
as well.
main.
Finding one in
It's kind of
mid,
looking
he's
like
caught it in the
a
process,
Ascent A
and
main or something right now.
Sociable's out of smokes to help him.
Able to not be drawn out, but the fights come through, and when
Nice
they
trades.
do, BBL come out on top. But not
Dude,
only
Chronicle
that,
again.
get control of space.
Mate, Chronicle
This
is
gonna be a
Chronicle is
disaster
doing so
for
much
Fnatic
work.
if they can't get that back. Look, they're all towards the B side. BBL need to be careful of their flank.
And we're approaching the 30-second mark again here, so Fnatic don't have time to play with. They need to win the duels.
Big Joe for Magnum.
Start
Nicely
getting
done.
taken
What a
out,
round from
and
him.
now look at Crashes having to approach from top.
Must be
mid.
getting his Fade Eye pretty soon, right?
BBL will change up the position in Magnum towards the other side. They can both
They're gonna
double
Fade
swing
Eye.
if
Crashes has
needed,
his.
but there's a time in here. Crashes gets the spike.
Sick
the
round, man.
beat
It was a really
comes
nice round
through,
from Magnum.
and BBL.
Chronicle made it
That's
tough
in a
though.
row.
Another
Maybe a
huge
timeout
round from
for
Magnum as
Fnatic.
well.
Ever since the
A
money's
player
got
with a
more
point to
even, it's
prove.
looking nice.
Coming into this game, he's represented multiple different organizations. Now on the hunt for a second ever champs appearance after making his debut there with Fnatic back in 2021. The only other win that he had against them was the first in kickoff with KC a year ago.
Okay, I
But
mean, a majority
big
of this
story with
timeout
that
in my
team was
mind
that they
will at
couldn't keep the
least
momentum up
be
throughout
about
the
them
year.
fighting
That's
aggro B and the
something
fact that they
BBL
probably need to
have
take
been able to
middle unless
excel
they
in.
want
This
to
change
dump
of
more
team
Yuto onto
culture,
B main.
which has, you know, upholstered the
Dinosaurs are
entire
blue with the
fabric
Prime.
of
Thank you so
the
much for the 9
organisation we
months.
thought we knew
And
as they moved
Continental
to an international
533 with the Prime as well, bro.
and
Thank you
this
for doing that, mate.
international roster keeps going from strength
I appreciate
to
that.
strength.
Thank you
the
so
only
much.
teams that they've never, or the only team that they've not been able to beat is Heretics, who lie in wait in the next game.
Further down the gauntlet, something to
Sam
think
as well
about,
with the
and
Prime. Thank you for
those
the 2
statistics on the
months.
screen
And
back
Nitro
up
as well with the
exactly the
13
point that
months.
we're
Thank you
trying
so
to
much
make
as well for
here.
that.
BBL,
Dude, what's going on?
a household
3
name
healer
in
as
the
well.
Turkish
Thank you so much.
region,
It's a lot of
but
primes
one
right now.
which was synonymous
Thanks for the 8
with
months,
group
mate.
stage exits. In fact, even a win for them today would represent them replicating something that they did in the previous stage, finding 4 successive wins in VCT EMEA, which they had been unable to do before. That had been the issue. They'd been stagnating, but you do feel a real difference in the squad here, and that's reflected.
I think
through
5
the
on
players
attack
as
is
well.
good enough on this map. Yeah, normally.
All eyes on champs.
There's definitely a world where Fnatic already have enough rounds.
That are here for both teams, right? Fnatic already.
But we've never seen Fnatic's. We've never seen their defense before, so we don't know.
Could possibly play.
And while we have Magnum with his
Tamikia, thank
headset
you so
off,
much. Wait,
he's
did you
been
not sub
someone
earlier as
who
well?
We've also seen
I appreciate the Prime. Thank you for the
character
9
even
months.
within this roster.
First
The
time
amount of
3
times
as
you
well,
see him
also
shouting
with the
across
6
the
months.
stage.
Thank
And
you for
why
using
does
the
he
Prime
feel
as well.
confident to do that? Because he's got Yampy right
Did you
next
like
to his
EMEA
side.
Corrode?
If you
Yeah, it's
contrast
fine.
that with previous teams that he's been on, we've not really seen that
It
aspect
seems
of
to.
Magnum.
There's a
You
lot
know,
of Gecko.
Apex weren't a shouty bunch.
There's like
You
way
couldn't
more
really
Gecko
say
than
the same for
other
KC. I mean,
regions.
Ray would stand up every
There's
now and then
probably
for
not
it
enough
to really
Odin,
count.
I would say for
So,
sure.
yeah, there
Feels
is
like Pacific
certain
probably uses
feeling
the most
within this
Odin
team,
on
and
this map at the
more than
moment, then
anything, to
America's,
draw
then
it all
EMEA.
back, it's mirrors with that GX game. That
Thank Lord
second
as
game
well
in
with
the
the Prime.
group,
Thank you
going
the 4
down
months, mate.
0-2 with the
Thank you for doing
matches
that.
they had remaining. How many times have you seen a team come back from that?
Yeah, I mean, that's the big thing, right? Is about how we've seen BBL and like strength and mentality as well in terms of there's the confirmation with the red lights.
Yeah.
But like the fact that like we've seen BBL's like mentality as a whole being able to bounce back, the fact that they lost the first 2 games in groups as well and had to turn what was potentially looking like a bleak end to the season through the last 3 games.
Yeah. Absolutely, but it is a brief intermission. We're right back in. I think you could tell that it wasn't too serious of an issue, just something with the gear. A tech pause indeed, but no time to waste. Right back into Corrode. And look, it was at the end of Fnatic's veto before. They floated it a few times, and we were sort of
Magnum
hoping
is
that we
the
were going to
only
get it. They've opted
ex-Fnatic
right
player
into
that has
it
gone
here,
to
and,
beat Fnatic.
well, there you
Wait,
go.
is that
He's the
true?
only one.
Darker
He's
hasn't.
actually been able to get past
Really?
him after
Darker
leaving. I
hasn't,
don't know
Mystic
what that
hasn't,
says
Doma
about
hasn't.
former Fnatic
Really?
players.
None of them.
I mean, think about the players that have left, right? Yaka, which is a big one considering, you know?
Yeah.
At the same time, focus on the round. Levin, deep in mid. We've seen him do this push quite a few times. Yampy's towards top mid, jump spotting, and has long range utility.
Surely
that
Mystic
can
beat.
support, but
Surely Mystic
Fnatic
must have beaten Fnatic.
have somehow
When they lifted the trophy, it was, oh wait, he wasn't in that team. You're right. Damn, that's kind of wild.
That was Kayak.
Hero must have as well, right? Surely someone has. Surely someone's got a win in them.
It's the second time he's done it.
That's kind of crazy.
All the more surprising. I mean, even here, Boaster's overlooked it. Caught falling foul to the same player
Big
again.
Joe, bro. I'm telling you, Chronicle is going wild on this map at the moment.
Discipline on the BBL side. All of this aggression expected from Fnatic after the timeout. You could see the setup. They were playing passive.
It is one of them. It's Magnum. Yeah, true. That's right.
Thrash being used, and obviously that's going to be on a timer to when it expires. Fnatic trying to brute force their way
still got one.
through A-Link, and it's not working out. Prophet gets the pick onto Chronicle.
Yeah, and the whole time it's just distracting for the push. Dude, ever since they've stabilized money-wise and they're not up against all the ults, it's been going really nicely for BBL. I will say though, they're up against all the ults again, so you would imagine Fnatic have another one in them. It's just a big ult diff at the moment. Got a fade ult for retake, but they could just do the same. Do the same as what they did earlier.
Fnatic had started a few
Your ult Visal.
previous games, maps against.
This will be interesting. Last time I had these double ults, they went over towards B, so does
very slowly
BBL want to stack B a little more?
Usually that you then see those improvements come through. The difference here is that it was 5 rounds in a row, and yep, that's the new map for you, as we said before.
Summer 73 with the prime. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you.
So 42%
Okay, force them down to a low buy, so maybe we don't see the ult on the low buy unless they get an early pick. We've got an owl that can one-shot everyone.
Yeah, but the other aspect to this is Fnatic now have everything that they need to push themselves forward for the last couple of rounds. They have 4 out of 5 ultimates, and Crashes is close to his Nightfall as well. And BBL aggressive in the mid-round once again, and it's 11 on a line from A-Link.
Toxic screen goes back up, but that's for both teams. Fnatic wearing through their toxins to take the duel on Prophet.
But I think that's okay, right?
Willing to challenge. 2 players caught by the trail of the Nightfall. There is a third here, though, that reveal.
Oh my goodness.
It's just reconfirmed.
Yeah, I got him every single time.
BBL given the mid control.
Dude, again, Fnatic lava prods over towards B. People asking the other day what a prod is. Like, this is great for them to just demonstrate it. Love taking B mains, mostly so that the wall goes out here, but they're just looking for jewels over towards B with multiple people. Like, they want to fight B.
It's going to be used, and remember, Yampi has been seen, and he has no way out. Has to use Levin as a way of supporting him out of this, and Althea in the corner catches Yampi. Levin at least gets the trade out, and Magnum goes one better, finding Kayak, delay further in B.
It's a good shot from Boaster.
Can't quite get out.
Still stalling here, still utility to work with. Paranoia in the
It's
hands
a weird
of
one
Social
from
arriving
Boaster.
late.
Yeah, 20 seconds
At least gets him a safe plant down the bottom, but that fade eye is incredible.
This is where they like to play, but
They put a lot of ults
they're
into an
using
eco.
that to their advantage.
Really?
Kron holding
Oh.
on and potentially
Whoa.
able to do it. Spike in his back pocket. He's up against Magnum,
No
who's
info.
wrapping him round. And he's
Yeah,
gonna
Magnum
get
is
it.
insane as well at the
Magnum
moment. That was a great try
makes
from
it
Chronicle.
5-0.
Another multi-kill for Magnum as we head into the end of this first half. Only a couple of rounds left in it, and Fnatic on the brink of having their buy broken. Levin still able to freely operate within mid. His opening game.
Dude, the
for
fade eyes
second
have been
game against
outrageous.
Fnatic in
The second time
VCT
BBL got that spam
felt
now.
almost defining, I think, in
So
terms
many
of how
spam spots from
aggressive he
that
was
spawn
willing to
angle.
be against some of the best teams that we've seen in the region. The best that EMEA has ever sent
5 in
to
a
an
row
international
and got the ults
stage.
out of them. It really is a
And
big
with
win
them
for
thinking to
BBL.
the future, all
They can
focus
get
on
a
the
7-5
present
here.
very
It's
quickly.
an
We're at a
insane
tie
turnaround.
game.
They just got snowballed at the beginning.
2 ultimates used with no value off the back of Fnatic. Steel Garden still there.
I was gonna say,
as well as the
still
Viper's
Vice
pit.
and Fado. BBL still
Change
trying
up
to
in the
fight over
Viper
towards
wall.
B main. For sure, the most
BBL
fighting
on
we've
this
ever seen on
extremity
B main
with
ever.
Fiori pushing the envelope.
Levin forced out. BBL looking to regress their positioning and delay as much as
Chaos.
they possibly can, but Fnatic have
Absolute
changed the
chaos,
pace.
man.
The sociable
Dude,
come
that was
from.
really
Unfortunately,
bold.
risked it too much and gets caught out as Fnatic overwhelm the site and look to finish this one off, leaving Prophet all alone.
So much work on his shoulders. He's spotted the second player having found the first.
4 players all trained to this one position. You'd expect this is impossible.
Yeah,
and
it should be impossible.
Fnatic
Well, 6 is obviously really, really good. This is two times that they've won a round with the Visor as well. Really strong over towards B.
Targets, and even Crashies was marked, but just has the presence of mind to stay aware
Fader
of
was
the
big as well.
possibility. It's a really interesting Viper wall that we have on the execution here. It does allow for Fnatic to fight
that
those
easy,
close
just pop your
angles
ults.
with a little more confidence. Enough to get them over the hump and land them
Pop
on a
your
6,
ults.
but still money behind BBL. To see if they can keep it tied out of the opening 12. Levin
Got the
chasing
TP
them
back
away
over
from the
towards A, so you'd imagine he's not committing on this one. It's pretty good from Fnatic just understanding what this is, right? You've probably seen something similar on Split, where someone will push out towards A, they got an Omen waiting with a flash, and then they would Omen flash, and then you would kill them. We probably called it K-Corp, I imagine. They used to do it all the time with Martin. So same theory on Split, just on defense side of Corrode.
Get checked, and they're looking to invest a bit more utility here to take him off position.
Fnatic aren't fully sold on this being an A finish just yet, but the body's starting to move over. Maybe that's different from what I think. Sociable needs to be really careful. Nearly catches Boaster off guard and has to use the paranoia to get out, or so I thought.
Wow.
Side of the dark cover.
This
4
confidence
players
from
for
him
Fnatic.
is
What,
dude. What
Has at
the?
least one, but as the players start to move forward,
No way, he nearly got another. Also down to 3 HP from the original spam as well. That was insane, bro. I can't believe he played like that. It was really wild.
I
mean, he nearly got 2. I get why he's confident. It's nice. It's nice. Wait, they have literally no time. It's done, by the way. Boaster's doing stars. Boaster's doing stars in spawn. He was doing the stars on A at spawn with 15 seconds left. This was a weird one. Yeah, completely lost track of time on this one.
There were points on their offense against Liquid where they looked scared, and as uncharacteristic as
Classic Fnatic. I mean, they've always got one in them. They've always got one where they run out of time per map.
Non-stop scorched earth keeps them back for as long as he can, and it's just too much ground to cover in the end. Plenty of work to be done for both teams, I think, coming out of this half, but BBL certainly with a confidence boost.
Seconds. We talk about the other Astra all rounds. That wasn't too bad. They hit sight at like 20 seconds. The Omen, yeah, dude. I mean, the Omen just did so good, even though it was like a little bit crazy. Is unexpected. I mean, Fnatic will take it. Six is a great half. But both teams will take this right now. BBL will be fine with it. They got 6 because it was a 5-0 start. Take away Fnatic's pistol here. I don't know. I'm not sure. In the buy rounds, it looked super convincing. But I think that's just this map anyway. Pretty sure. Why no Odin this half? I'm telling you, EMEA don't use Odin that much on this map. It's more Pacific and in Americas.
Respect shown by the BBL fans that have turned out today, and I mean, what a result this could be to keep them moving forward in the bracket. It's 6-6 on the half, a strong start for Fnatic, but things very quickly turned around, even post timeout. Two faces that will have checked in with their coaches now and had plenty to say coming out of the half. It's Boaster and Yampy.
Yeah, I mean, between these two, they have been in the game for the longest time, right? And in terms of their personal performance, Yampi, for me, has been on average, right? On par. You can see that with his stats, whereas Yampi...
Deadly Matter as
Bosa
well.
has
Thanks so
taken
much for the
maybe a
Prime, mate.
little
Appreciate the
dip in
2 months.
performance,
Thank you
but
for
his
doing that.
calling has reached another level.
Rory's expecting Yampi to be a fragging
56,
IGL, unfortunately,
what the hell?
sits at the foot of the scoreboard as it stands. But Deadlock on the half should have you slightly concerned, even if you are on the BBL side of things, because it's the attack side.
Let's keep the pistol up for the moment. 1-0.
They did massively struggle before. Just 2 rounds against GX, looking for their first on this A push.
Oh, that'll help.
With success.
Actually, is a lot down to Boaster on this one.
Trying to flash back out and takes 2.
No way, bro.
The Prince of Pistol.
There's no way, that was so sick. Dude, the 3rd, 4th is incredible.
Ridiculous flicks from Kayak. And of all players, it's Yampi that's got to try and walk back
my
in.
goodness, this guy is unbelievable at pistols.
Fnatic have flight in the second half. We know
the 3rd, 4th kill is so good.
Attack side on Corrode since the last time that they played it, but this is ridiculous. This is something extraordinary from the young gun that Fnatic have picked up.
Sit down.
Profek having absolutely
That's insane, dude. Imagine, dude, having someone like that is that unbelievable in pistols must be so sick, dude. What the hell?
Coaching staff on either sides of the server are
Okay, 2-0 in terms of the pistols. Maybe a double snowball for Fnatic. What do they buy onto this one? It's a little light, but they got a few guns to make sure they don't get eco'd.
They go again, and he's already at the races.
That he is. Alfia gets rid of
Dude, that
11.
3rd, 4th kill
still continues
was
on.
so
That
insane.
spike on the ground, and well, it's going to be as easy as possible for Fnatic. A nice round all in.
How do you know where the 4th was? When he was in the smoke, he heard the 4th.
Simple stuff.
He was in the smoke waiting, he heard one run by. So he knew one was to the left anyway.
BBL sort of giving it to them here, I suppose.
Down A.
So as soon as he got the 3rd, he knew exactly where the 4th was. And then no one swung main during the duels, so
Fnatic's bonus, not
we
going
just
to
kind of
be
knew that he could
as
take
good
it.
as it was on the attack side. But Kayak already has the Yoru ult, and in terms of how they want to play, happier to invest more heavily on mid, play retake towards either side of the map with that.
Did Boaster get spotted?
So much spam damage through the defensive Viper wall. As Fnatic look to hold on to
Is
it really well. At
a
the same
pretty
time,
good
BBL
sign
are
for
working
Fnatic here. That's
with
a
one player
lot
on
of
either
spamming through
extremity
mid.
and have given
That's
up
like
mid.
what...
Fnatic
Honestly,
holding on to that, and it's an
I feel like
important
when
part
I
of the
watch
map.
teams at the
That's why
moment,
Sociable's still holding
most
on
teams
here,
that have a
see
good
if they can
defense are
at least get
just
something.
spamming this non-stop.
That'll
Like
have to be
from
the
one of
plan
these
for the next
areas.
round. Kayak spearheading it again. Another
That
kill
feels
picked up,
like
this
how
time
you just
Sociable.
win this map. Because look at the damage. They haven't seen anyone apart from that first kill. There's already 2 people that have fully gone. Dude, that flash is lovely. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's starting to look like 6 was definitely enough rounds, or 5 even.
The dimensional drift, of course, but Fnatic, another blistering start.
It feels as if it's the Kayak.
Kayak is
show, though.
24 to
It
10.
feels as if it's a one-man army.
24 to 10.
Who's
We're in round
dragging
15.
Fnatic up by the collar.
30 seconds left.
BBL.
Bro, this was their
feel
buy
hard
round.
done by.
It's a nice little
That's
flash setup though.
another first 3
It looks
rounds
so the
going
way that
Fnatic's way,
the way
like
that
it did
Fnatic
at
play the
start of
Vice
the
stuff
first
is
half.
probably some of the best I've seen. I think they
BBL's
can
attack
probably
side,
change
you
one of their
expect
forms and
to
throw one over
set the
towards
pace
B,
of the rounds
but
too,
they're just defending this
falling to
wall so
Fnatic's
well.
favour.
It's going to be very
Kayak
hard
is
to default. Even if
thriving
you
in
know
this
this wall is here,
environment right now.
the way they're playing that, it's going to be so hard to go and hit the wall.
Still holding off on
Right, you got to commit pretty hard
bringing
through the choke.
Pal and thinking
Right, you got to
into
commit
the
out here,
equation yet again.
this little
Still
area,
believing
into a
that they have
crossfire,
this one
3-way crossfire,
locked down.
into Fawns and Flash, and someone can now
On
be
this
here
round
as
here,
well.
Pat's just trying to
Like, that's a nightmare.
make
Double pistol into
good of
double
what the setup
bonus. You
exactly
should always be
looks
winning
like,
a map when
because
you do this.
there's no tape there.
You need to just deny that wall going up as well by destroying the clone before it touches it is going to be important for Fnatic. They're going to have that passive information into the late round, allowing their decision making to be fairly easy.
The Vice Flash, yeah, teams got pretty good with the Vice Flash.
Having the preference to try and overwhelm Boaster on the B.
A couple of people do similar stuff onto like B on Haven.
Situation though, and with the gravity well, a little bit more time to delay the oncoming Levin, who posted in the corner as a simple pickup for Kron. Wingman making its way onto the site, but the spike felled, and Yampi, Sociable, needing a whole lot more from this host of Sheriffs, which now sit in the sole hands of Sociable. Cleared out by Kron. Double digits for Fnatic.
I guess the coaches have to time out here, although they haven't seen too much. It's a must-win buy round for them. It's a hard. These timeouts are like the hardest because it's like you've only seen one buy round, so you don't really have the greatest feel for what's actually going on. They maybe got a fair amount of info from a stack over towards B in terms of 3 when they were hitting site, and the fact there was a Vice flash over towards A earlier.
BBL have found themselves in playoff matches
like they should be able to slightly put it together. I would imagine you'll see BBL like A default probably. Try go for the wall.
That we saw in kickoff, but you need to deliver on that consistently. And when we're speaking so much about the culture shift within the team, that comes from the backroom staff, that comes from the management as well. And with Pal
either that or they're going heavy middle, I guess.
Orders, it needs to be a quick reality check, because we can't see BBL again come into a similar situation when the promise is built up there behind them, just for it to be all too easily taken away by the authority that is Fnatic, because that's ultimately the bigger picture here. They rewrite those narratives every single time, even if they aren't favorites.
Yeah, and that's the big thing coming into it. And there you have it.
Let's
Kayak
see.
has the third most multi-kill
All over
rounds
towards
in
middle.
VCT EMEA this
Same
year,
setup for
sitting at
Fnatic. They don't want to overthink this.
235
They just keep the same
multi-frags
thing.
before
Double
today.
fawns over towards
That's
A as
nothing
well.
short of ridiculous.
Maybe if they start losing B more, they throw a fawn over, but they don't have to yet.
First full year on the stage
Double Odin.
after making his
Okay.
first showing in Berlin.
They heard me, man. They heard me
In those same orange
chatting about
colours,
no
but with
EMEA Odins.
Apex on their ascension
And they decide
run,
to change
single
that up.
best of 5.
I will say no spam over towards
Hell of a
middle
way
though.
to climatize,
So
but
BBL do
here we are, BBL.
take this one for
The
free.
all-important round, the rifle between the two teams. Kayak still clutching onto the Yoru ult, but this time Fnatic are a no-show in middle.
Spotting towards B main, and the fact that we are seeing Kayak being so aggressive, but it's the fact that we've got Prophet close by. BBL waiting for a
Man,
reaction
BBL are
from
really
Fnatic,
expecting
but
something
they're
different in
not
terms
getting
of aggro. They're expecting some kind of reaction from them taking middle.
BBL given all of this space early
Especially as the
on,
wall goes
starting
up as well, right? It blocks
question
vision from here,
themselves.
so it does create
Where
pressure that they
are
could have gone
Fnatic?
spawn. So even once they take top middle and put up this wall and clear the right,
Posted up on the site,
it
of
should
course.
force everyone
Seeing
into a
the regroup
2-on-2,
coming
which
in.
we can see
Prophet,
this
full forfeiture
is true,
of A main.
even with the guy deep.
Yeah.
But this
Rerouting
early
themselves
info for
towards B, as
Fnatic's
the rest of
incredible.
BBL will be. Both anchors, both
Like
controllers
he's going to clear
waiting.
all of A, the rotate can go out.
Just
Got
a
2
little
stronghold
bit of
over
pressure,
towards
moves the
B. I
bodies
have
of
no idea
Fnatic
how Chronicle's going to
towards
play
A,
this.
leaving this B side looking maybe a little bit more weaker. Levin by the molly and in towards the site. Kron on default, able to hold it down, but can he hold on any longer? No, he can. BBL, they're able to get the advantage.
Wanted
and
to
the
go
spike
over
plan.
crossfire.
Late
Yeah.
positioning from Kayak coming in main though.
Oh, dude.
Prophet has to be aware of the potential.
actually nearly had
Social
him
to
here.
stop the mid push, but it's from either
Look,
end.
the
that
double
Fnatic make their
Odin
reprisal.
felt a
Kayak
little
doesn't win
weird
the duel against
considering
Prophet,
their
leaving
positions,
crashes
personally.
in a 1v4
I like the double Odin, big
possibly
fan of
one
the
the
double
worst
Odin. I
weapons, the
think
Odin, and he
you
has
gotta
to
have
give
one
it
on
up.
B, personally.
Makes it look as if he is.
Sticking around. But the round has been won through a number of players on the BBL side. It was a team effort, a well-orchestrated display of how they can look at their best when they're playing a fundamentally charged game, looking at the extremity
actually
control
it
which
was
they held
expensive,
onto,
though.
relinquished to then regroup.
Shouldn't
and
matter, but it was
hit the
expensive.
site of B. I'm liking these sort of lurks from Profek and how it is that he's able to hold on to space. But for me, Fnatic have to reconsider their approach on middle. It looked like such an asset to them. They give it up there.
where's that swing?
It's the biggest loss.
just got maybe a little frustrated by that, as you mentioned it.
Yeah, I
and
think
agree,
he...
the mid portion
I think
looked,
he was... So personally there, I would be annoyed with the full info on A
Scott can certainly
with
slap a hand, I'll
delay
tell you
that we're not leaning heavier
Tapped us
B.
both up, felt like a
But I also
rocket
get it
gone
just
off.
because the map's
Fnatic have
B's
certainly
easier to
got a fire
retake.
lit underneath them here.
Dude, Yampy might have to win this next duel as well.
Yampy
Dude, he might have to win both of
responding
these.
behind, 1 kill.
double
Almost.
headshot.
9
Only
HP.
one, though.
And as much as we talked up Profek, he has a mountain
Hello?
to
That's an
climb.
easy one.
Alpha can see him coming from
Yeah,
the
dude,
summit. That's
this
where
looks
Fnatic
horrible,
find
man.
themselves
This
sitting.
looks hard to deal with.
Just a couple away from peaking on 13. Their first foray on Corrode. Yeah, I mean,
It's a great reply on this one.
it
I
is
see that
starting to
off angle they
become
just played. I
dominant,
love that
right?
off angle. I think that off angle is so
Don't
strong.
know if I necessarily
Especially because
agree with
everywhere
Taxi,
when
the
they
middle
try and
one,
trade
but
can be
no,
spammed like from
the
middle back
momentum
anyway.
firmly
So like
in
as soon as you're
Fnatic's
over
favour.
towards
Look at
here,
that.
this is like such a
5
strong
out of
angle.
6 rounds played.
it's the change
And
up
you spot
too
mid.
in terms of the mid fight. Fnatic then re-engaging here after.
Okay, all in
looking
for
like they were
BBL.
happy to
It's not
roll
great
over
from
and give
them.
it back to BBL.
3 rifles, 1 stinger.
Same this time around. Viper Wall, a little more aggressive than what you would usually expect. BBL
Okay,
gearing
BBL
up
just go for their set A here,
to let
but
one rip from their own
they got to
strap
deal
bow.
with double Fawn's flash.
But Levin denied through the razor veins of the Vise. Crashes waiting for the opportunity to get in, but the Nightfall makes the sight anchors a little bit
I mean, it's not
unsteady,
bad.
a little bit uneasy.
What?
And Alfia makes it look easy. This Fnatic look
I mean, it's great shots
fall
from
down,
Alpha.
collapse upon BBL.
That's great shots from
As
Alpha.
Fnatic head
Dude, A
12
looks like a
with an
nightmare. They
flawless.
delay so much here.
Match point.
Coming into this
They're making this
instantly
such a
with the
stronghold,
map
and then no matter what,
discussion,
even if
this
they
is
don't
only
fight and
going
kill
to be
people here, they just delay so long.
a huge
And they had
positive
mid
to
control,
take
so the
for
rotate was
Fnatic
super fast.
on that road to champs that we expect.
It's nice shots from Alpha.
Simplistic shutdown. Players put under scrutiny and excelling. It's what
Okay,
you
5
expect
chances.
with BBL's rifles removed.
With a pistol,
It's a
2
sorry
pistols
state
and
of
2
affairs.
bonuses though.
The flip side
it
is
should
that it was
always-
Fnatic's pick, and
It should always be
with
there.
still rounds left to play. Something we've constantly credited BBL for is their ability to turn a bad situation
Felt like it didn't
around.
properly
Will
get
start,
tested.
as it
How
often
the hell's
does.
Yampy done that one? Fade eye through the top? Right?
Big entry kill as
Did they-
well. Alpha
Did they go
That's that
here,
right
fade eye
kill.
through the top and then
Offlane.
spammed him through the wall? I
BBL
think
tried
so.
to pivot in towards B, but Boaster
Boaster's
takes
got
the
a
timing
backup
on
Odin.
towards
That's
the Phantom.
outrageous.
It's just a sheriff, but he's in. Oh, he's in his cosmic form and gets taken off guard.
Now, Profec's going to be calling to the rest of BBL. Have an open sight. The problem is, Chronicle can disrupt this. He can.
Nah, these guys
And
are
wow,
way too good,
that's the
bro.
straight from
These
Emma.
guys are way
The
too
players
good.
can't get out. Chronicle might have just
The
won
problem
this
is,
map here and now.
this is like old Fnatic,
Profec
where you
has
just
to try
have
and go back
individuals
and collect that
who
spike.
are
Should be
just
willing to invest the pick.
insane
Give
and will
himself
just win
half a
you
chance,
rounds.
but even then,
Like last round was
2
looking
players
kind
on
of
the
close,
double
Alpha
stack, it
2k.
should
This
be
round
done.
looking close, Chronicle 3k.
Both
Been
players
loads
holding.
from
And
kayaking this as well.
Fnatic on
There's
their
a strong
debut
performance from them,
on
really
the
strong.
road.
They definitely
Well
didn't
won
let
it
their
it's
They made the most
only
out of
one
winning the
few
pistol,
maps which they've been
for
able
sure,
to
or
win on their
pistols.
full debut, but that now sticks them at